give you a 6, most likely a 5 and below. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. Boy, we had a time last night. So I don't know why it stopped getting better. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, you gotta go. You can't stay here. Like, girl, you gotta go. I'm really not feeling too well. I don't know if the Canadian wildfire, Canadian wild.
Take 2. Cut.
That's it. I bought a sea collar off of the Amazon. So I'm going out to eat. I'm not wasting a good outfit. I'm so excited. I just got my markings. Brown, beige, yellow. I know it doesn't really go. My shoes are brown, but I do feel me. Believe it or not, I do. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place. I gotta go. The last time I filmed, the last time I turned on my camera was about 40 days ago. So, yeah, it's been over 60 days since I last posted. Since the last time I posted on YouTube, it's been about 60 days. Then the last time that I pulled out my camera, I don't know what happened after that, but I'm trying to get myself together because I wanted to do something tonight, but I know it's not gonna happen. It's pretty late. Right now it's like 8 p.m. or something like that, but I want to do like a little mini, I'm not even gonna call this a get ready with me. I'm gonna call this a pull myself together. Yeah, I want to like just try and pull myself together because I don't know when I'm going to officially step outside, but I need to get myself together. So I did do some homemade clip-ons, some clip-ons that I made recently. I didn't film that part, but I have those ready to go, so I just clip them onto my hair and just go. And also I am going to try and trim my own hair. I normally do clip my ends myself. I don't have a problem with that. My clippers sadly are destroyed. I destroyed my clippers, so tomorrow I will run out and purchase a new pair of clippers. I use these to trim the ends of my hair, but sadly I will not be trimming the ends of my hair today because I am afraid to use these. But I'm not going to throw them away just yet. Tomorrow on my way home from work I will try and find me a good pair of clippers. But I did purchase this hair trimmer off of TikTok. Yes, this is my first ever TikTok purchase. Yeah, I don't really shop or get influenced to shop or purchase things off of the TikTok shop. The TikTok shop. That was a tongue twister, but yeah, I don't get coerced into shopping on TikTok or Facebook or any of those things, but I really wanted to try it. I did see it trending a little bit online. It's a hair trimmer. It's supposed to like trim off the flyaways, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. This part I'm gonna record. That is the whole purpose of me doing like my pull myself together mini get ready with me. I've never used this before, so this will be a first. It's like a flat iron. It's similar to a flat iron, but instead of it flat ironing and pressing out your hair, the concept is to trim off the dead ends or flyaways. I don't know, I never used this before, but I'm confident that I can make it work. So I'm gonna try and use this, but I'm also gonna I am also going to trim the ends of my hair because I know I need it. And yeah, I'm going to flat iron my hair right quick because in order for me to use this, I cannot use this on my puffy hair. I have my little afro going on. My hair's gotten a lot better, a whole lot better. So I will not be able to use this on my hair like this. So I feel like my hair's gotten better. I did this morning go see the same exact doctor. Previously, I believe in my very last video that I mentioned, I didn't bring you guys along. I did not record. I had a whole bunch of things to do. I had met up with someone who's in town. I had to sort out some other business. It wasn't that big of a deal. He just examined my scalp. Like I said, I believe I said it in the last video. He just parted my scalp one time. He looked at it. We both agreed. The dandruff, I think, has pretty much subsided, even though he's reordered me the ointment and the shampoo for my scalp because my hair is still somewhat tangly. It's gotten better. It's not as matted and, I don't know, brittle as it was before. So here's the thing, quickly, let me just quickly recap. I was having issues with my actual hair and scalp, and then my scalp pretty much subsided, but my hair was acting a bit weird again, like it was locking up and falling out as well. So I went back to him again, and also to do a follow-up visit, and he said, let's just continue on with the treatment. I'm not going to do any more injections, or, well, he never did injections in the first place, but he said that if the symptoms does not subside, he's going to, like, you know, do some more egregious intervention treatment plans. So he doesn't want to go too crazy with injections and oral medications and things of that nature. So he just boomed up the dosage, prescribed me a higher cream and ointment, and also I'm having some like eczema on my arm that is developing, and I believe I have a spot on my chin. I've been using the same exact ointment that he prescribed on my last video, which was like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. I've just been applying it. It's helping, but then I stopped using it for like 2 or 3 weeks because I don't know what you would call this, the patches on my arm and on my chin had went away, so I stopped using the ointment. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, I developed another flare-up again. So I don't know what it is. He's assuming that it's like eczema, psoriasis related. So I have some creams to take for that. But my scalp, however, I feel like it's gotten a lot better. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if the camera is showing, but these last several weeks, I have not been having any dandruff at all. Like no dandruff, no scratchiness, no itchiness, whatever that was. As far as my scalp has gotten a lot better. Even the thickness and the texture of my hair has gotten a little bit better, but we'll see, because when I flat iron my hair right now, yeah, it's gonna tell a lot of things. So, I mean, aside from the fact that I desperately probably need a haircut, I want you guys to not pay attention or skip over the fact that my hair is going to be uneven. That's like regardless. I'm not sure if I recorded in any of my previous videos, but I did have some serious damage to my hair, the shaft of my hair. It locked up, it natted. I had to cut out those knots and pretty much start from scratch. So yeah, but that was a few months ago. A lot of it has grown since then. I feel like my texture is coming back. I feel like my hair is starting to really do a 180. So yeah, but we're not there yet. But as far as length, I'm not worried about it. I know I'm not going to have any length for a while. I'm not really anal about that. I just want to get the health of my hair back in order. So I'm going to flat iron my hair. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse. I'm going to jump on a phone call because I need to assist someone with some things, and then I will probably jump back on camera when it's time to use the hair trimmer. Again, I've never used this before. Really do your research before you buy. I will give you my first impressions. I will try to zoom in as much as possible, and I will try my best to really get this review going. So hair trimmer, I purchased this off of TikTok. It is a cordless split end hair trimmer, and I've mostly seen women who have straight silky hair use this tool. I've never seen a African American or 4C, 4A girly use this tool online. This tool has been going a little bit viral, not viral, but like trending online. It's mostly like women who have a different type of hair texture than mine. So I'm interested to see what it will do on my type of hair. I have like coarse, kinky, yucky type of hair. So I have not seen maybe one person who has thick, full, kinky, yucky hair such as mine. I don't think I've seen anyone with my hair texture using this tool on hair texture that is similar to mine. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse, and I am going to pull myself together. Sorry.
Skirt up on niggas, skirt down, you acting like me.
All right, so I have it plugged in. Like I said, it looks like this. It's giving flat iron vibe. Oh my God, I'm so nervous right now. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Let's see. Wait, I hope it don't. It's not like fitting. Oh God, I don't want to break it. Okay. I like it. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh. Okay. You're not going to be able to see the hair in there. You're just not. I'm going to have to show you in different lighting. I'm going to have to show you in different lighting. Okay. That's not too bad. I can see little bits of hair in here. I'm gonna have to show you in different lighting, and I'm gonna have to take the cartridge out and empty it and show you it. You're not gonna be able to see the little tiny hairs that it managed to prick. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I'm hoping I don't go bald behind this. Oh yeah, I can see the hair. Let me finish the rest of my hair, and I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. So how I plan on doing it, in case you're wondering. No, I did not read the instructions. No, I did not read the instructions, and no, I do not intend on reading the instructions, but I have seen a couple or a few videos on TikTok where the women who have straight hair are just going through and trimming their ends manually or automatically with this contraction. Oh, this got a lot of hair. Ooh, it's okay. Yeah, so I'm going to part my hair, flat iron it. I'm just gonna go over it with the flat iron, make sure that it's thin enough to fit in between these two wands tongues. So your hair has to fit through here, and then you just like so. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna part, flat iron, and then trim my hair. Do it section by section. And yeah, so cue the time lapse, and I will give you a full on review when I'm finished with my full head. So
let me come inside you, let me let me see the side. I suggest this, only thing that's the whip. Only thing that was real, only thing I can feel. So why you bother me, why you bother me? Trying to control me.
happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It is after Thanksgiving. I wanted to quickly come on here. Oof. Like a hot mess that I am. And I also said I wasn't coming on camera anymore like this, but I lied. Yeah, I just got out the shower. I just made me a cup of hot chocolate because it is hot chocolate season, which is the best season, which is my favorite season, because hot chocolate and winter boots, I wait all year long to indulge. So yeah, but happy Thanksgiving. And yeah, it's been a few days later. I told you, I think a few days before Thanksgiving, that I was gonna fix myself up. No, was it Saturday? I think it was this Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so no, it was after Thanksgiving. Okay, so that was like 3 days ago. Anyway, it's currently Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, and I don't know, I feel like this is not safe. So I told you on Saturday that Sunday I think it was, that I was gonna fix myself up, and I never did. I just felt like my ends needed a clip, and that machine, that contraction was, it wasn't clipping my ends, but it was like trimming off the flyaways, if I'm making sense. So I like the machine. I'm going to continue to use it, and every time that I do decide to trim my hair or cut my hair, I'm going to be using that machine. But I didn't have a proper pair of clippers. I do now. I did go out 2 days ago and buy me a set of clippers. I had purchased this from my local beauty supply store. Very inexpensive. I think one was like $10, the other was like $7. So yeah, I really needed to trim my ends, and I don't know what happened the other night, but time did manage to get the best of me, so I never did hang out that night and get myself together. I never did get myself together, nor did I go out that night. So I did get home pretty late. I got home around 7. It's currently 9:55. I have to go to bed because I have to be up in the morning for work. But I quickly wanted to brief you guys because I know that in the morning it's going to be a rush, and I'm not going to have time to actually sit and brief you on what it is I treated myself to. So I hope you guys had a lovely, wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm sure by the time you see this, it's probably going to be well into the new year. I doubt this video goes up anytime soon, but I'm hoping that I can get this video up within the next week or so. I seriously doubt it. I absolutely 100% seriously doubt it. So but yeah, I did try to treat myself for this Thanksgiving. No, for the holidays. I did get myself a Christmas gift, and I'm sure you can tell by the title, if I haven't decided to mention it in the title, I am treating myself to some Botox tomorrow. I am going straight after work to the esthetician. No, she's not an esthetician. What do you call them? An injector? I'm going straight after work to treat myself to some Botox. I've never had Botox before. I've always wanted Botox. Not always, but like I've always been interested in getting Botox. I definitely feel like eventually, or previously, I've always felt like in my mind, I'm eventually going to cave and get Botox eventually, just to, you know, keep up with the maintenance of things, and that's it. But I know once I get out of work, I'm gonna have to jet straight to the place. I'm going to a med spa somewhere in Manhattan. I found a girl. I believe I was introduced to her by a coworker. If not a coworker, word of mouth. I know for sure it was word of mouth. It wasn't something that I researched. I didn't come across her information via social media or research on my own. This place that I'm going to is through word of mouth, so I know someone that's gone there before. I'm not quite sure if my coworker had gotten injections or any sort of medically non-invasive procedure done by this particular person, but I will probably elaborate more later on. But yeah, I'm getting Botox tomorrow. I'm treating myself to that for the holidays. I normally treat myself to some sort of gift around the holidays. I always take care of myself around the holidays and my birthday, so this is one of the gifts that I wanted to do. I definitely want to get started on it. I don't know why, I just really want to get started on it. I am in my very, very early 30s, and I just feel like I don't want to wait too long. You know, I have waited long enough, and I know there's going to be people out there and people in the comments and people in general that say I don't need it, and I don't need it, but I don't want to, again, I'm pretty sure I said this in one of my previous videos, I don't want to look back and be like, I wish I had have done it and I'm gonna have to deal with it. But luckily I'm in a position to do these types of things. Not really, but yeah, luckily these things are readily available. They're in reach, and yeah, it's non-invasive, just a little Botox just to freeze up what I have going on. So yeah, I don't want to look stiff, like where I can't move at all, and the only thing that's moving is my eyelids and my eyeballs, and that's it. Like, I don't want to be stiff looking and just harsh looking or anything. I don't want to move anything. I don't want any lift. I don't want any dips. I don't want any lifts. I don't want any fancy I plan on doing my whole entire forehead and my neck and shoulders. So yeah, that should be fun. A lot of injections tomorrow, but we'll see. I wanted to do my hair and properly come on camera, and I know that the trains are going to be hella hectic tomorrow, so I know I'm probably just going to make it to my appointment on time. I believe she takes her last client at 5 o'clock, so I am her last client for the day. I am her 5 o'clock appointment. I'm not sure. I will confirm with her. I don't know. She did ask me if I was available to come in at 5 o'clock, but that doesn't necessarily mean that 5 o'clock is her last appointment, but I'm assuming that it is. I'm just assuming because I think one time I did ask her for a later appointment and she said try to be there at 5. But anyway, my appointment is at 5. I'm so excited. I did not go ham this holiday season. I never go really ham. Like maybe once in a blue I'll like go all out and buy myself like a laptop or something. I don't know. That is one of the things that I am doing for myself this year. It's something that I really want to get started on. I was trying to prolong it and push it back for the longest, but it's about time I get started. So your girl's about to start the whole Botox thing. So, and with all that is going on in the world today, I understand that we are collectively boycotting this season and this holiday sale and all things around the holidays. I understand that we are boycotting, and I am as well individually. I don't plan on spending any real money. I don't plan on doing anything really. Definitely well aware of what's going on in the world today. I haven't really vlogged like that. I haven't been coming on camera because ever since the events that happened 6-7 weeks ago, I have been in a real bad funk. So yeah, I will be standing in solidarity with the people of Palestine and Congo and all other nations across the world. So yeah, but I hope you guys are having a lovely evening. I am going to, not to get all sobby and emotional, but anyway, only thing I could do is pray and hope for the best. And yeah, anyway, tomorrow is a big one. I don't think I will be seeing you guys until I make it to the office, the med spa. If not, I will see you at my nail appointment. I'm not even sure, or maybe when I get home, but I will most likely put on a camera when I get to the med spa. How much talking I will do, I don't know. I don't know if she is comfortable with me filming and being on camera. I have not told her yet. I did not email her or text her and tell her that I will be recording the process or whatever, but I do want to record for myself. This is my very first time doing something like this, and I just want to have it on film. I don't know if it's going to make the cut or not, but just in case I have it, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, how I'm gonna look. I'm probably just gonna slick my hair back into a ponytail, into a bun, gel it down, push it into a ponytail, and let the chips fall where they may, because I don't have no time. I need to get some rest. It's 10:10 now. I'm gonna just guzzle this hot chocolate and go to bed because I am pooped. I am wiped out. Happy holidays. I will see you guys tomorrow. I told you not to answer.
Thank you. Yeah, I do it like 3 times or 2 times a year. Because remember, Botox is not like a filler. It only lasts 3 to 4 months. But you also don't see the results until 2 weeks. Okay? Ready? So now,
I've never made pumpkin pasta before. I've never made any sort of pumpkin nothing, but I did add some coconut in it, so we'll see. And no, I didn't make it from scratch. I was gonna make my own puree pumpkin, but I'm not totally sure on how you pick a pumpkin. Like, I'm not sure if it's a certain color, whether or not it's ripe, if it's gonna be sweet, bitter, tangy. I'm not all that sure. I'm not a professional when it comes to picking pumpkins. Yeah, I've never picked a pumpkin before, so I didn't even want to try. So I went ahead and bought this limited edition pumpkin sauce. So, and then I added some coconut, cream of coconut. So there's something about the sauce that I don't like. There's just something about it. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if the coconut, I think it's a coconut. It might be the cheddar cheese as well. Something in here is clashing. I like it, but there's something in here that's clashing. It doesn't work well with each other. It might be the cheese and the coconut. I know what I'm gonna do the next time. I'm gonna make my pasta. I'm gonna make my own pumpkin paste, pumpkin sauce. I'm gonna eat it like that with tomatoes, not tomatoes, with coconut. I'm gonna do the coconut once more. I'm gonna use actual coconut, cream of coconut, and pumpkin to smooth out the pumpkin and make it more of a sauce like spaghetti. I'm gonna use cream of coconut, and then if I feel like it needs some cheese on top, I'll add it later on instead of trying to mix the extra sharp cheddar cheese. It's okay. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna try it 2 more times. I'm gonna make it without the cheese next time, and then I'm gonna make it with the cheese. But yeah, I just came on for tonight just to finally start catching up on some content. Oh, I am making a sweet potato cornbread. I will come back on camera for that next. I almost forgot. Oh my god, I literally just forgot. I am cooking the sweet potato now. Once that's done and soft, I'm gonna mash it, mix it in with my cornbread, stick it in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then I will get back on camera and let you know how that went. So yeah, but in the meantime, I am 5 days post Botox. I went to get my Botox on Wednesday, and I don't think I've checked back in since Wednesday, Thursday-ish. I don't think so. I don't believe I have. I would have to rewind the footage. I haven't really been up to anything. I haven't really been festive. I'm trying to be festive, but yeah, I'm not really all that festive. So yeah, it's like starting to kick in. I don't know if this is there yet. She said around the 2-week mark is when I should notice and really see a physical change in how my muscles move. But I'm happy if it like stays right here. Like, I'm super happy. I would be super happy if my brows and my forehead stop right now. Like, I would be totally content with the results. But I'm not liking my nails, so that's a bummer. But I will definitely let you know how the Jiffy's cornbread sweet potato pie turns out. So yeah.
Hey. Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suite on deposit, elevator up to the room, shower up and then we hit the club. Touchdown, gotta see what's up. Area code in my phone. What numbers do I still have? Who do I know from the past? Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must have changed foes on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017. All good, chuck a look around, find one to see.
For the millionth and 1th time, I'm finally able, I think I am able to tick everything off of my list. I am hoping and praying that I can finally sit down and do all of the things that I need to do before the new year. I want to bring in this Christmas and this new year correctly. So, woosah. Woosah. Anyway, I'm in the middle of doing laundry. I'm on my last batch of clothing. So we are finally on the home stretch with this laundry situation because, finally, my last load is in the washer right now as we speak. Then I just have to dry them, fold them up, sort them out, and tuck everything away. That is the last bit of my laundry. So I'm gonna try and clean up as much as possible. I want to clean this house like it's no one's business. If I cannot get to that refrigerator, fine, but I wanna do everything else. I wanna do that bathroom, the kitchen, the hallways, the floors. I wanna sweep, I wanna dust, I wanna mop. I'm gonna do a little bit of everything today. Even though it is slightly late, I'm gonna try and aim to get everything done by 10 p.m. I might be chasing my tail a little bit with this one. I might be doing a little bit too much. I have about 5 hours to get everything that I need done and ticked off my list. Yes, I have an actual list. So let me just quickly tell you what my list consists of, because I really need to get cracking on this list. I had this list for maybe over a week. No, over 2 weeks, and I have yet to get anything ticked off this list. I have so many things that I need to get done. It's driving me insane. I can't seem to find time to do anything. So I'm trying to get everything done. Laundry is done. That's on the top of my list. I need to unbox everything in all of these packages. So you guys are getting a little mini unboxing out of me right now, but it's not nothing luxurious, so whatever, but it's the things that I need for the house, the things that I've been eyeing, the things that I've been wanting, and yeah, they're just stuff that I needed for the house. I need to unbox all of these packages, sort that out, take down these boxes, fold them up, and take them down. I am not leaving these boxes in here because I'm sick and tired of looking at all of these brown cardboard boxes everywhere. So they need to go now. Clean, laundry, vacuum, do something with this hair. I think I am stretching it. I want to be finished. I'm going to put down every single thing by 10 p.m. because I need to be in the bed by 10:30 and asleep by 11 p.m. because I have work in the morning. So I am not doing anything past 10. It is 4:38 p.m. in the afternoon. So I really have to get going if I want to be done by 10 p.m. And I need to take my time because I am a winded type of girl. I will easily get riled up and winded and give myself a headache and burn myself out. So yeah, it's gonna take me a few hours to really do the things that I need to do. But I changed my bed. I was hoping and praying to bake a cake. I know I really wanted to bake and make my first cake. I do love a good lemon coconut cake and a strawberry cake, but that's gonna come last. That's gonna be like at 9 o'clock. That's after everything is done. I really need to do my laundry, clean, do something with my hair because I have a couple of meetups that I need to do over the weekend. Today is Thursday. I can't do anything Friday, cannot do anything Saturday because Saturday morning, that's when the weekend shenanigans start. So, and we're starting early. It is one of my close friends' birthday shenanigans, and he is having a Saturday brunch. So me waking up, trying to do my hair, sort out my hair, my nails, and get myself together and be at Times Square, 42nd Street by 2 p.m. It's really pushing it. So, and I cannot do it on Friday because I'm at work all day tomorrow. So I really want to sort out my hair right now. So I really need to trim the ends of my hair, which I have not done. I know at the beginning of the video, I was trying to show you some new tool that I had used to lightly trim the ends of my hair. That worked. I love it. But I really want to give myself like a blunt cut at the end. So I still haven't done that. I need to do that. I need to cut my hair. I need to flat iron my hair and mess around with these tape-ins. The tape-ins are already done. I just need to install them. That's like a 10-minute job, but trimming my hair and flat ironing my hair is like maybe 2 hours within itself. But I'm gonna first clean my house before I do my hair. I have 2 of my closest friends' birthday this weekend, so a lot of celebrating, a lot of festivities, a lot of shenanigans, a lot of things that I want to do. Get into the whole Christmas spirit. Christmas is in less than 2 weeks from today, so I bought a sewing machine in one of these boxes. I haven't opened it, don't know what to do, how to use it. If I don't get to sewing tonight, it's fine because I did wash all of my good uniforms too as well, so I do have some uniforms ready to go. But I'm so sick and tired of buying uniforms. Like, I'm done spending my money on uniforms. It's just not something that I want to do, and I actually love the uniforms that I currently have in my possession. However, I don't know what is happening, but I am finding loose strings, loose stragglers, holes. I have rips and holes in practically all of my uniforms, and I'm getting tired of replacing my uniforms. So I buy uniforms at least twice a year, and I'm literally quite sick of it. So I did buy myself a nice little, I'm not gonna say fancy sewing machine, but I did spend about $60-70 on this sewing machine. I didn't get one of them little small handheld ones. I don't know why, but it's okay if I don't get to sewing my uniforms tonight. That is one thing I'm not going to get myself upset over, but I do want to take out the box because that did come in the mail. I just want to unbox everything and show you what I've been buying over the Cyber Monday week. So my uniforms are ruined. They are garbage, and I'm gonna try and bring them back to life as much as I possibly can. Excuse the mess, excuse the background. I'm trying not to show you exactly how much of a slob that I am. Ooh, yeah, things that I needed. It's not gonna be a luxury and a fancy unboxing, but it's gonna be the type of unboxing that I need for my apartment. Okay, so I got these heavy duty vacuum storage bags. So for instance, my blankets, my throws, the big bulky stuff like extra towels, maybe an extra pillow if I have one for my blankets. Basically these bags were purchased for stuff that is like big and bulky. So I purchased these vacuum storage bags. I'm pretty sure you know exactly what they are and know how to use them, but oh, nice. I don't really have anywhere to store my big, thick, well, they're not thick, but my big blankets. And yeah, I don't want to take up too much space at the top of my closet. I want to try and condense all of the things that are sitting up at the very top of my closet so that I can make as much space as possible. I don't know if that is possible, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, right now my towels, my sheets, and my blankets are taking up a lot of space in my closet. I'm talking about the very top of my closet where the ceiling is. So I want to just try and condense it down even further. So I bought these storage bags. They're vacuum bags. They are these vacuum bags. Ooh, they don't even, ooh. This is a large one, so this was going to be a great size for my blankets. So, and it came with this, oh my god, what do you call this? Anyway, it came with this pump. You just twist it onto the bag right here, and then you just suck all of the air out of it. And as the air is sucking out, as the air is being vacuumed or sucked out of the bag, it condenses the bag down even further. And yeah, I'm hoping that it works. It'll be the first time I've ever done something like this. I mean, I do use plastic bags and storage bags for when I'm storing away my food and meats and everything, but it's a similar concept, but that is to prevent bacteria and to keep, that's my dryer. I put an alarm on my clothes because I'm trying to multitask, so that has reminded me to get my stuff out of the washing machine and dryer. So I bought that, and it came in several different sizes, so I'm excited to do that. I bought that from Target, I believe. That is one box. That was a solo box by itself, but you know what? I'm gonna start off with whatever. I'm not gonna go in any chronological order, but I got a fancy little sewing machine. They do have like $5, $10 sewing machines. You don't have to get this one in particular. I remember a very long time ago I had a handheld little mini $5 sewing machine, and I think it broke midway, and although it worked and it helped free up some of my time, whereas I don't have to manually stitch, hand stitch, and sew up my uniform and my clothing. I can just do it myself. Obviously, if I want to get something tailored and accustomed to my fit, I will get that professionally done. But for something like a piece of string that came loose over here and now the stitching has, or the seam has completely open, I can do that myself, you know? But if I want to get something tailored and form-fitting, I would still continue to go get that taken care of. I think everything in my possession, I spent less than $100. I did not go out and buy the most expensive items. And this is my lovely sewing machine. I don't think I got insurance on this. I realized that I did end up buying insurance on my vacuum and my mop because, and I think I might have gotten insurance on my electric scrubber, but I don't think I got insurance on this bad boy. I believe I bought this off of Amazon. Let me see if I can turn down the brightness so you can see it a lot better. This is it. Eventually I'm going to show you exactly how it works. It may not be in this video, it may be in the next video, but this is my little fancy sewing machine. I feel like such a grandma. I cannot wait to get started on this. I'm having a mild breakout, so excuse the way that I look. I said I wasn't getting back on camera like this, but whatever. It came with a few pieces of thread, needle and thread. It's a nice decent size. I feel like I can store this somewhere. Speaking about my toes, I had bought this. I took this out of the packaging because, yeah, I really wanted to get going. This is a callus remover for my toes. It removes the dead skin off your feet. I really want to do my feet to perfection. It came with an extra callus remover in case this one goes dull. This was on someone's Amazon must-have, I believe, so I added this to my cart. It was very inexpensive. I don't think this was more than $15. I don't think it was even more than $10 to be exact. I will link this in the description box down below. I don't have any curling irons. I don't have any real tools, even though I said I do not apply heat to my hair, but I do want to style my hair when I am wearing extensions. I know I'm not going to get my cost per use out of these things because I'm still very much, I don't want to use the word natural because I know that some people are going to look at me and see me in the future or in previous videos and say, how dare she call herself a natural woman? I mean, I don't really do much to my hair at all, and I don't want to go to the salon every single time I need to get myself together. I want to do my own hair as much as possible, so I did go out and rack up on some tools for my hair. This one is from Be The Pro Infinity Pro Conair. I'm assuming it's from the Conair brand. I bought all different types of shapes and sizes. This is the largest one that I saw online. I think this is like a 3-inch barrel. I would never really curl my hair with a 1/2 inch barrel like this. I just bought it just in case, but I know that I'm going to use this 1-inch barrel for sure, and this one just to give me some loose, thick waves, or yeah, loose or thicker curl. These two will definitely get used. I don't know about the rest, but they came in a pack, so I bought it anyway. And then this, I believe, is another curling iron. It says 6-in-1 curling iron set. I purchased these wands. These are curling irons as well, but they're called wands for those of you who may not know what these are. These are actually called a wand. This is called a curling iron. They're all curling irons, but these are wands. They don't have this clamp here on the side. You just wrap the hair around the ends of the wand. They get hot and you just wave and wand your hair. I bought this particular set because it came in multiple sizes. Again, I don't think I would drop down to this itty bitty size. I don't think this is even no, this might be 1/4 inch, but I seriously doubt I would wand my hair with something so small like this because it would just be too big and too curly. I wanted to do some cramps in my hair. I don't think I would use it because I'm not sure exactly how to use it, but it comes with 5 interchangeable heads, 5 wands, well, 4 wands, and then a cramper to cramp your hair. So I appreciate that the cramps come a little bit bigger because I don't like really tight or small curls. So this is the actual handle. You just twist them on and off. You don't have to have several different handles. I just wanted it like that instead of buying one single wand and then I don't know exactly which size would be the correct size for my curl. I honestly know for sure that I don't want a wand or a curling iron this small, but it's good to have it on deck just in case I want to do someone else's hair who needs smaller and tighter curls. It also came with this tooth comb, this tail comb. Yeah, sorry about that. My battery was flashing. I said that I want to bake a cake, and I said that I want to keep a freshly baked cake in my house every single week. It doesn't matter the time of year. I mean, of course, I want to do some baking and cooking during the holiday season, and during colder months, I really do like cake. So I don't have enough space or enough time to have one of those big fancy KitchenAid mixers. So I did purchase a mini one off of Amazon. I believe the original price of one of these is like $23 to $25. I don't think it's more than $25. I did have a coupon for like $3 off purchasing this offline, or I think you could use the coupon in stores. I'm not sure, but I saved like $3 on this. So I think I bought this for like less than $20. It might have been $17 $3. I'm not sure, but I will leave the confirmation on the screen or in the description box down below. But I needed a cake mixer and a proper cake stand. Since I did not purchase a full-on $200 to $300 cake mixer, I don't know if the proper name for it is a cake mixer, but it's definitely called a mixer. I had to purchase a separate mixing pot on the side. I bought this, I don't know if this is acrylic or plastic. No, this is acrylic cake stand. It doesn't have an actual stand, but it's fine. I don't want it, I don't need it. I bought this one from Target. I believe it cost me $12 or like $15, less than $15. It's pretty large in my opinion, but you never know, maybe down the line I might end up baking a large cake down the line. This is a nice quality acrylic cake stand. I purchased this off of Target. What else? Oh yeah, let me just show you a few more things. I finished my laundry. I'm glad I got that out the way. I swear to you, this is why you must open your stuff and you must check and make sure that your stuff is working. I just opened my Shark that I bought from Walmart that I got a very good deal on off of Walmart. It is a 3-in-1 vacuum mop and self-cleaning system. I'm sending it back, by the way. I got it and I'm looking at the brush and the head of the mop and the, I don't know what you would call this, I guess the suction cup, and you can tell that it's used. You can tell that it is not brand spanking new. Thank God I opened it. Thank God I opened it and checked. And I still have time to return it. I'm gonna return it. You gotta see the head. It's like all hair and I don't want it. Get it away from me. It's used. I'm sorry. I know this thing costs about $400 to get one of these things, and it's from a good brand. It's from the brand called Shark. If you heard of it, if you know about it, great, wonderful. It's like the next best electronic brand next to Dyson. Obviously I can't afford a Dyson, can't even afford a Shark, but of course I waited till Cyber Monday and I saw one of the vacuums or the mops that I wanted on sale for like $100. So, and I think the original price is like $300. And I keep looking on the receipt and looking online to see if I somehow saw that it was going to be used or refurbished, and I don't see it on there. So I'm going to send it back. I'm going to show you it before I put it back in a box. Thank God I didn't throw away the box yet. I just took it out the box just now. Yeah, they sold me a refurbished or used, well, I'm not going to say refurbished, I'm going to say used because it's not even cleaned. I mean, it's not like, it looks disgusting, it looks terrible. It's, you can tell, like it's, and I purchased insurance on this, so I'm so upset. I hope I can get my insurance back, my money back, because I wanted to make sure that I can use these things for a lifetime. And I'm reading online that a lot of people are saying, oh, these things only last you about, these electronics, these gadgets only last you about a year. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase some insurance. And I just remember that I bought insurance for my vacuum and my, this is my, like my, this is a vacuum, but it's an electronic like broom, you know? And it's no shade to anyone who still uses a old-fashioned broom or broom, dustpan, or mop. It's just that I want to cut down on the time and I'm getting exhausted when I clean. So all this moving and grooving and using the elbow grease is wiping me out. So I'm over it, I'm done with it, and I just want to find a more, I don't know, I just wanted to, anyway, I don't want to sound bougie or anything, but I've been eyeing these things up for a long time now, and I'm so happy that I got my hands on it. I'm just so disappointed that Walmart, I bought this mop off of Walmart and it's used. I'm just so upset about it, but I'm not gonna let it damper my day. It's okay as long as I get to vacuum. I'm really okay with using my old mop. I'm not gonna get rid of that mop just yet, so I'll just continue to use my old mop for now. I was hoping to really use this contraction, but I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm gonna put it back in a box and I'm gonna send it off as soon as possible. I'm so happy I can return this thing up until January, so whatever, it is what it is. I'm just gonna try and quickly go through my email and see how can I return this thing right now. Like, I don't want to waste any time. I want to start the return on this machine. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. It's from the brand Shark. It's supposed to be a 3-in-1 vacuum and mop situation. I did manage to buy this on Cyber Monday. I bought everything off of Cyber Monday. I wanted to avoid shopping on Black Friday as much as possible. I don't think I bought anything on Black Friday because I wanted to, you know, support the cause and just do my little bits and pieces for society and, you know, whatever. Try to show my support in any way, shape, and possible. I know I was supposed to probably avoid shopping on Cyber Monday, but it is what it is. I wanted to get these things and I wanted to get them on sale, so I can't believe they sold me this used. I don't know how that even happened, but I'm trying to see if Walmart does this kind of thing. I don't know. I had no idea that this was going to be a used vacuum, a used mop, but didn't think that it was possible to find a mop, an electric mop that can do all three things, like sweep, mop, dust, and vacuum, because those things tend to be expensive. We're talking about $500 to $1,000, if not more. And to replace my broom and dustpan, I found this cordless vacuum off of Amazon for less than $100. I believe I purchased this for like $79, and I purchased the insurance to go with it. I am seeing a couple of reviews saying that they don't last a year, and I don't want to keep having to repurchase this full price, even though they do sell these mini cordless ones for like less than $100. But still, even still, I don't want to purchase something like this again full price. I did vacuum that little corner over there because about 2 or 3 weeks ago I did try to do my own hair, and I never did clean up that corner over there.
What?
So I did have a lot of hair and shedding over on that side of the room, and I wanted to make sure that this was working, because when I had opened the mop, I was stunned by what I saw. Just everything looked so dirty and dusty and crusty. I just wanted to make sure that this thing was working. I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna do a little B-roll using this thing, but I really wanted to make sure that this was working. So this was brand new. I bought this off of Amazon. This did come brand new. This is not used. I don't think it's refurbished. So yeah, I wanted to quickly turn this on and just make sure that it was working, because if so, I was going to quickly, with the quickness, I was going to call up Amazon and get a refund and send this stuff back. But also while we're here, I bought putting this stuff together. It's like, it's going to grind my gears trying to get this stuff together. So I have one, an electric scrubber. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I bought this scrubber off of Amazon when I first moved into this apartment 16 months ago, and I love it. It gets the job done. However, I don't care for the head, the handle of this scrubber. It's not a 360 head where it has the head that moves all around. I'm being picky and I'm nitpicking, but I would have appreciated if this situation were to move in a rotative way. I wish that it would rotate, and it does not. Although it does scrub, and you don't have to put as much, although you don't have to scrub as hard, and my wrists right now is not doing too well. I hate moving around and working up the sweat while I'm cleaning. I know it's good for you, it's healthy, and you do burn calories, but I would have appreciated if the head were to rotate as well, this contraction. So I did go out and purchase a brand new electric scrubber to scrub my bathroom, to scrub the windows, whatever, except the only difference is it has a 360, 180 rotative head as well, and it does come with several different attachments. So let me just show you that right quick. So I do not know how this is gonna go. I don't know how to use this, but I hope this rotates. I think it does. This does not. Oh yes, it do. Okay, so it doesn't have a 180. Oh, okay. It's not 180. It doesn't like swivel. It doesn't swivel or rotate, but it does have this sort of adjustment. I mean, it's better than I was hoping for it to like have a swivel. It's okay. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact thing because it doesn't even tilt all the way. I would like to use this one, This one is probably the one I'm gonna use the most to get in those corners. I'm gonna use this on my bathroom and my shower right now when I get ready to clean. It's electric. Please tell me it's electric, please. Where is the cord? Where is the cord? You got to be kidding me. Where is the cord? I don't see a cord. Oh, thank God. All right, I don't know how you charge this. Oh, this must be the cord. Okay, never mind. Found it. All right, whew. All right, I don't know how. Okay, it does extend. Okay, whew, I was about to say that extension is not gonna work. I thought it was gonna be a swivel. I know I'm nitpicking. I'm being so petty. Again, I don't remember the cost of any of these items. I purchased everything on sale at a price that I felt was reasonable. So I'm so sad and disappointed about this mop. I am so sad. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my dinner and then I'm gonna get started on cleaning and then I'm gonna do my hair. Let me show you the mop before I go. Excuse the messy background. This is the mop. The electronic vacuum mop by the brand Shark. I believe it's called the Hydrovac 3-in-1 vacuum. I'm not even gonna waste my time and put the canisters, I don't know what you call it, the suction cups on because I'm gonna send them back right now as we speak. I'm gonna put it back in a box and send it. Like I was saying, this is disgusting. Yeah, and that is hair and dirt and grime inside the brush roll attachment. I'm not touching it. I don't want it. I really don't care if I bought it at a fraction of the price. So let me turn you around. Nope, not directly under the overhead light because it makes me look really bad. But yeah, one of these things, especially being that it is a 3-in-1 and it is from a brand like the Shark, can run you well into the 100. And online on Walmart, the actual cost of having one of these electronic mops is from the brand Shark is $300 and I bought it at $129. So I saved $170, but I don't want it. Like, it's used and abused. It's like really used and abused, so I don't want it. I'm going to get rid of it. I just started my return process. They sent me a emailed return slip, so I'm happy about that. And when I return it, they will give me a refund for the insurance that I purchased when I bought this mop, because I just thought it would be wise of me, because I know I'm not going to want to spend, I mean, God forbid I come into some real money. I know in the future I'm not going to want to spend a fortune on one of these things. I want one so bad. I'm not trying to spend like $300 or $400 or $500 on buying one of these things. I want it brand new. I do want it brand new, but I don't want to spend the actual coin for this. So I waited until Cyber Monday, Black Friday, when the sales would happen, and I kind of figured, I'm not surprised that I found one of these things at a fraction of the price, because during these times, during the holidays, gadgets, electronics tend to go on sale. So I was kind of hoping that I can find a lot of gadgets and a lot of electronics on sale, and I already knew that a lot of these things would be on sale. Even the curling irons were on sale on Amazon. They had them for like $10 off and stuff like that. So yeah, I was trying to purchase as many things as possible and save a lot of money as possible. I'm gonna just go back on Walmart, see if I can find it. I'm gonna go on Amazon, see if I can find this Shark mop online again. I do have another vacuum that I purchased brand new off of Amazon, but it doesn't mop, and I'm really looking for a vacuum that can do all three. If not, I don't mind having a vacuum that can mop and having a vacuum that can sweep and dust. So yeah, I'm not even gonna plug this one in and show you. I'm gonna show you my other one that I got off of Amazon. That one is brand new. And yeah.